is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Savant Life, and this is another brand new episode. This one is going to be a treat to all of the Royal Enfield fans because, as you might know, Royal Enfield made quite the splash a few weeks back by unveiling two new bikes at EICMA 2017 in the city of Milan. And I thought in the short time that these bikes have been around, they've managed to capture the imaginations of so many motorcycling enthusiasts all across the world, that I would make a short little video giving you my 2 cents about the bikes and also breaking down the 5 things that you should absolutely know about the new twins from Royal Enfield. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time and get this show on the road. So first and foremost, let's talk about the breathtaking looks of the two Royal Enfield showstoppers sashaying down the runway. I'm a huge fan of design, and I have to say that both of these bikes look absolutely stunning. The aesthetic is heavily inspired from a retro tinted past while incorporating enough elements of contemporary styling. The result is an instant modern day classic. The Interceptor takes its styling cues from its predecessor by the same name from the 1960s and 70s, while also incorporating generous styling cues from the Triumph Bonneville. The bike has been showcased in this ravishing orange, which the company calls Orange Crush, and is also available in a red and black and a plain silver combination. Interestingly enough, the bike was spotted in the US and in India sporting an all-chrome fuel tank, and I have to say that is my personal favorite so far. The Continental GT650, on the other hand, looks heavily inspired by the Ducati cafe racers of yore, and that is definitely a huge compliment. I personally love the Ice Queen color with its all-white tank and black detailing on the spokes as well as the mudguards. I think it gives the bike an instantly contemporary feel while still staying true to its classic cafe racer roots. However, the other colors, which are the electric blue and the magic black, did not really set my imagination on fire, but I guess I'll have to reserve judgment until the production versions become available. But all in all, I think Royal Enfield has done an incredible job as far as design is concerned, and kudos to them for coming up with styling elements that look beautiful, elegant, and very, very international. Now that we're done talking about design, let's talk a little bit about that 650cc parallel twin engine that Royal Enfield launched a few weeks back. Now, this has been the talk of the town, especially amongst the die-hard Royal Enfield enthusiasts who believe that this would be a red letter day in the history of the company, and it would begin a chapter that would leave behind all of the issues related to performance, refinement, and reliability. Now, whether all of that really happens or not remains to be seen, but what I can tell you is that this engine has been developed by Royal Enfield painstakingly in their UK technical centre, and what they're really trying to do over here is go after both experienced as well as new riders at a global level. Essentially, what Royal Enfield wants to do is give their loyal fan base something bigger to upgrade to, while also tapping into a whole new segment of budget-conscious customers who probably cannot afford the Triumph or the Harley-Davidson, but can maybe go in for the premium line of bikes from Royal Enfield. And from a business standpoint, that is definitely what we call a boss move. Alright, now let's talk about the numbers, because we're all spec sheet bunnies after all, aren't we? The new engine, it is safe to say, looks like an absolute revelation on paper. It is capable of producing 47 bhp of power and 52 Newton meters of torque. Now, if these numbers don't look impressive to you, you're probably a KTM fan, but let's face it, these kind of numbers are a big deal, especially for a Royal Enfield bike. Both the Interceptor and the Continental GT650 come mated to a 6-speed gearbox and also have a slip and assist clutch. In addition, braking duties are handled by a 320mm disc at the front and a 240mm disc at the back. And also the good news is ABS comes as standard with both of these bikes. Sweet. While it is impressive that Royal Enfield is trying to combine a next generation engine with safety features like ABS and a beautiful design into one attractive package, it is definitely not expected to come cheap. I'm very curious about the pricing of this bike. Personally, I would like them to price this as aggressively as possible, especially for India, the home for their most loyal fan base. If early reports are to be believed, the Interceptor would be priced at about 3.5 lakhs and the Continental GT650 would come in at a slightly higher 4.5 lakhs ex-showroom. While I think the pricing for the Interceptor is reasonable, I think the Continental GT650 might have been priced just a little on the higher side and might not really be a feasible option for existing owners to upgrade. However, all of this is speculation and we would really have to wait until these bikes are officially launched before we can comment about their pricing. If you were super impressed with these bikes and wanted to rush down to your local Royal Enfield dealership and book yourself one of these bad boys, then you might have to just wait for a little while. Exactly how long nobody knows, but if Siddharth Lal is to be believed, these bikes will have a global launch towards the middle of next year, and India is expected to be one of the early markets to see an official launch. If I had to put a timeline to it, I would say you would have to hold on to your horses at least until May or June of 2018. But, like they say, all good things come to those who wait. We just hope that they don't make us wait as long as the TVS Akula people did. You know, like about a year and a half. Alright guys, so that is my quick and easy video about the new Royal Enfield bikes. I hope you found it to be useful. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and let me know what you think about these bikes, which one is your favorite, and if you would be picking one of these in 2018. Also, if this is your first time around at the Savant Live, then go ahead and smash that subscribe button, and while you're at it, also click on the bell icon so that you can be notified when I put out more new videos. I will see you in the next one, but until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe, and have fun. A lot of you people keep asking me as to why I wear shades when I'm indoors. Am I trying to copy Casey Neistat and whatnot? Well, the simple answer to that is that I keep blinking every now and then, and also when you have the assist screen, you generally have a tendency to keep looking towards it, but when I'm wearing the shades, you know, you can't make out that my eyes are actually looking towards it, so it seems just more orderly and streamlined. And you know, I also like wearing shades, so why the hell not?